Yo, what's good, everybody? Welcome back to DAZN Boxing. We back with another one. You know what I'm saying? We're going to touch on this fight week. We got a big fight week, you know what I'm saying? I'm definitely going to cover everything, let you guys know where you can find it, all that good stuff. Before I get into it, I want to salute everybody coming through the building. Make sure you guys hit the like button and subscribe, you know what I'm saying? Listen to the playback. Feel free to drop a comment in the comment section. It's all good. You can of course subscribe to the channel, or you can follow me on my social media. Twitter @OverJ, Instagram @LDoesBoxing, or you can tap in with the website LDoesBoxing.com. Feel free to tap in. It's all good. All right, we're gonna run through it, man. It's a big fight week, man. Big fight week. So we starting with a card down in Australia. No Limit Promotions. This is the same promoter as Tim Tszyu. You know what I'm saying? So they got Joseph Parker, former world WBO champion, heavyweight champion. He's back. He's facing Django. This will be a good fight, though. This kid right here, they call him Django, but he tough, man. You know what I'm saying? It's a good little heavyweight fight. It's a fight that Joseph Parker should win. And Joseph Parker is coming off a win over Jack Maxey, a former cruiserweight, where he just bullied his way to a decision victory. But he was kind of getting outboxed in spots and stuff like that and outworked, but he was just too big for the guy. This one right here can maybe be a good fight. They can sit and trade. You know, Joseph Parker is not the same fighter in my opinion. I like him better when he was fighting at home in New Zealand with the Burger King sign. That's just me. That's the Joseph Parker I like. But right now, I don't know. I like him. I know he came in lighter in his last fight, around like 240 something. Before that, he was up like when he fought Joyce. He was like 250 something, career high 255. When he fought Shazor, he was in 251, something like that. So I like him around. I like him fast. You know what I'm saying? If he's fast and using his quick hand speed and boxing, I think he can outbox this kid. Nikita Tszyu, he's facing Ben Bommber. Now this may be a good little fight too. You know what I'm saying? Bommber been over here sparring in the U.S. and Vegas and stuff, getting some good work. Nikita Tszyu, that's the brother of Tim Tszyu. So he's a southpaw. He like to fight. He throw a lot of punches. Very aggressive. So, you know what I'm saying? It should be a good little card. It's down in Australia. I don't have US TV for this yet, but we're working on that. So we'll see. So Joseph Parker is back. Moving on to May 26th. Now this is a MVP Promotions. It's a prospect series that Jake Paul is about to start. So he's a promoter for this event. It's gonna be live on DAZN. He got Ashton Sylve on the card. That kid 8-0, 8 knockouts. He been sleeping in everything. He's facing Angel Rebollar. That's a tough fight, man. I don't know if you guys follow Rebollar like that, but he had 2 competitive fights that he came up short in on Top Rank. He fought Abdullah Mason. That was probably his toughest fight. He scored an early knockdown, but that fight was tough for him. He won the fight pretty clear, but Rebollar came to fight. I think he got a victory on the PBC show too. He last fought in March. He fought Charlie Sheehy, another prospect on the another prospect for Top Rank. You know what I'm saying? So this kid can fight, man. This is not an easy fight for Ashton. You know what I'm saying? I like it. I like to step up in competition. You got the Cuban, Kevin Brown. He's facing Julian Smith. He's another good prospect. You know what I'm saying? Under the radar a little bit, but he's one of those amateur stars that was fighting out there, fighting in Cuba. So, this is a nice little card, though. You guys can check it out on DAZN, you know what I'm saying, on a Friday night. If you guys don't got nothing to do, feel free to tap in. You know what I'm saying? So, I like it. I like that Jake Paul is starring the prospect series. That's good. All right. We're moving on to Saturday, May 27th. So, May 27th, we got a lot of fights, especially in the UK. You got 3 big cards, title fights on the line. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of stuff. So, starting with this one, Lorenzo Medina is back. He's going to Chris Smith's hometown. So, we're going to touch on that fight. We got Sam Egerton on the card. He's facing Joe Pickford. That's going to be a good fight right there, 154 pounds. Lee Cutler versus Stanley Stannard. Karis Ingenstall, she's on the card. You know what I'm saying? She's a good lightweight prospect. She's an Olympian, so she's looking to make some noise too. You got Michael McKinson, the welterweight contender. He's on the card, fighting in a 6-rounder. You know what I'm saying? So it's this. You can catch this card on Sky Sports. I'm trying to get some US TV. They normally do it on Fight TV, so we'll see if they make an announcement shortly. But they probably will. But to the main event, Okolie versus Chris Smith. Okolie is the WBO champion, cruiserweight champion. He's going into enemy territory in the hometown of Chris Smith. He just came off a fight in March, you know what I'm saying, versus David Light. That was a tough fight. He hit David Light with a lot of big shots. David Light won't go nowhere. So, you know, he had one of those performances. It wasn't really eye-pleasing. So he's looking to get back and try to look impressive. Now, he's facing a guy in Bellum Smith who he been sparring with. These guys used to have the same trainer and all that good stuff. Man, JC, what's good with you, bro? So they know each other. They said they sparred over 300 rounds. So I expect these guys to come out there kind of tactful. You know what I'm saying? Trying to read each other. But I like Okolie. I don't see how Chris Smith would really cause him no problems. You know, Okolie like to fight at a range. He got a big right hand. You know what I'm saying? He can use his hook as well. If he don't, you know, he can smother sometimes he smother his work, but if he feel like he's in danger, he's one of the best guys, you know, that know how to clinch in the sport of boxing. You know, that's like a lost art. He know how to do it, and he's strong. Chris Smith is talented, though. He's rough, kind of rugged. He like to impose his strength. I don't know if he can be able to do that in this fight. In the Isaiah Chamberlain fight, he did that. His last fight, he had a highlight reel knockout, nice uppercut to stop the guy. So he's fighting at home, so everything gonna be for him. So we're gonna see. I like Okolie. I think him and Sugar Hill with that. This is their second fight together. I think he's gonna look a little bit more fluent in this fight. And he know the guy. You know what I'm saying? He got you know, he's seen him before. So I think after a couple of fill out rounds, I think he'll get to it. So I like Okolie like eighth round stoppage. We'll see though. All right, moving on. So this stand in the UK. This is a matchroom card. You know what I'm saying? Live on DAZN. Welterweight versus Wood, the rematch. You know what I'm saying? Remember the first fight a couple of months ago. That was a good one. You got Campbell on the card. You know what I'm saying? I think this is his third fight this year. Aki Fiaz, I like him. He's on the card, and they looking for to build up a fight between Aki Fiaz and Campbell Hatton. So we'll see. Danny Ball versus Jamie Robinson. So it's a little young. They got some young guys on the card, and then it's gonna be topped by three fights that I want to touch on for sure. So starting with Jack Calleron, he making his return. We know Jack Calleron should be undisputed champion. I thought he beat Josh Taylor in February last year, but you know he didn't get the decision. He haven't fought since. A lot of up and downs and stuff trying to get that fight. But he's back, you know what I'm saying, just signed with Matchroom. This is a very important fight. If he wins this fight, he's in the driver's seat to get Regis Prograis in the fall. We know Regis just announced his fight for June 17th. So he's facing Foley, who is a tough southpaw from Australia. You know what I'm saying? He coming to fight. He scored an upset victory over Robbie Davis in March. When Robbie Davis hurt his ankle and stuff like that, he got the TKO victory. Calleron is back. I like Calleron. I think he's one of the top 10 140 pounders based off that performance he had against Josh Taylor. You can make a case that he's number one. I'm just saying, but we haven't seen him in a while. We got to see how the ring rust look and all that good shit. I love his trainer, Jamie Moore. I love him. He's the same. That's the same trainer that Chantel Cameron has, and you seen what she did last weekend. And real talk, he should have two undisputed champions at 140. That's crazy. But it's good to see Jack Calleron back. Hopefully he come through this. We're gonna see. But Foley is tough. He's coming to win. So I expect a little ring rust, but I think he hitting his stride. I think he should be able to win this fight. It's Russ a southpaw too. So that's some good preparation for Regis Prograis. I know Foley is not Prograis. I get it, but you know how they do. He said, Dub, who you had winning? I had Haney winning. 115, 113. Yes, sir. I had it going into the 8th round. I had a 6 rounds to 2 to Haney. I thought Lomachenko got 9, 10, 11, and I gave 12 to Haney. Good fight. Yeah, Cully got stopped. Yes, sir. What's good, Steph? Salute to you. Salute. All right, moving on. So we got a late replacement fight. We got Terry Harper versus Ivana Habison now. Last week it's supposed to have been Terry Harper versus Cecilia Brækhus. Brækhus came down with the flu, never got no opponent. They got Harper a quick fight. You know what I'm saying? That's what's up. Keep, you know what I'm saying? She had a training camp. Habison was ready. That's what's up. Ivana Habison was due to face. She's the mandatory for Jessica McCaskill, WBC mandatory. That fight went crazy. Purse bids and all that shit fell apart. So she was ready. She was in training camp with Katie Taylor, so she's ready to fight. So she decided to take this opportunity with Terry Harper, who, we know she came up from 130. I like her at this weight. She actually fill out, look real good at the weight to me. You know what I'm saying? She's tall and rangy and can box. Both ladies got a little similarities. They both can fight on both sides of the plate. Habison got some fast hands. She can get rough and rugged and stuff like that. She's a former world champion as well. Harper got the I don't know if she's taller than Habison, but she got the range and distance, and I think she got the tactics together. And it's coming off of short notice. I think both ladies is kind of like at a disadvantage in that, but I would give the edge to Terry Harper because she's at home. And I think she's actually, this weight is good for her, 154. We're going to see, though. It's an interesting fight, though. You know what I'm saying? If you follow women's boxing like that. So we're going to see. Pretty interesting. He said, no doubt. Yes, sir. Yeah, I did some live scoring on my Twitter feed for sure. All right, to the main event. So these guys fought in February. It gave us a Fight of the Year candidate. It was going back and forth. Mauricio Lara landed a nice left hook, you know what I'm saying, and eventually stopped Lee Wood. Lee Wood was doing good in the fight, too. In the second round of the fight, Lara went crazy. I thought he was going to stop him in that fight, in that round. But then Wood weathered the storm, started boxing, landed some good shots. And it seemed like a matter of time. It looked like Lara had him right where he wanted him. You know what I'm saying? Lara is strong, tough. You know what I'm saying? He's one of the toughest guys to fight right now. You know what I'm saying? He fighting with a lot of heart, a lot of anger, a lot of aggression. You know what I'm saying? He can punch with both hands. Wood may be the better boxer. I think he's going to have to stick to that. Like, real talk, he's going to have to box and counter punch, and definitely don't trade with a hooker. Don't hook with a hooker. But I think I like Lara in the fight. The first fight I picked Lee Wood. I will say that. I eat my crow too easy. I like Lara in this fight because I seen how he was just, like, he felt like he could end the fight at any time. I think he'll do the same thing, but later this time. Like, I'm not sure. Like, I think it's going to be later. I think Lee Wood going to put up a better effort. I mean, he coming right back to the smoke. Salute to him for that. But, man, we're going to see. It's going to be a fun fight, man. It's going to be a fun fight. I like Lara late, but we'll see. We'll see how everything plays out. What game plan do Ben Davison brings to the table, you know what I'm saying, with Lee Wood? That's another key factor. We'll see. He said I need to get a Twitter. Nah, man, there's a lot of, unless you like the trolls and shit. Nah, I would stay off that shit. For real. There's a lot of haters and shit. I just can't leave, but it's a lot of haters. He needs a KO again, won't get the decision. Yeah. And that's what he going for anyway. Messing no idea with the UK. Now, facts. Facts. We seen last week. All right, here you go. A nice transition right here. We got a Mexican going back to the UK. We got Mauricio Lara. Excuse me. Take that back. Luis Abreu Lopez versus Michael Conlan for the IBF title. So you got two featherweight title fights on the same day in the UK. So this is dope. It's a decent little undercard if you guys follow UK boxing like that. You know what I'm saying? They got some young guys. Pierce O'Leary is on the card. Callum Thompson. Padraig McCory. McCory is alright. He fights at super middleweight. He had an upset victory last year. You know what I'm saying? One of my favorite little guys, though, that I like, let me bring him up. Nick Ball, 5'2", fights at featherweight. He's a featherweight silver champion. I like this kid. He come to fight. He's strong, solid, got a low center of gravity, and he come to bang you out, you know what I'm saying? He's facing Lamata. That should be a good fight. The kid from Africa. That should be a good fight, too. Lamata got some world rankings and stuff like that. I like Nick Ball. Nick Ball got a lot of momentum. You know what I'm saying? So look out for that fight. That should be fun. Then you got the IBO champion, Anthony Kakachi. He's making a defense versus Werstretzky. You know what I'm saying? I like Kakashi. He can fight. He makes for good fights as well. I seen him fight on both sides of the plate. He can box, he can bang a little bit. He don't got a lot of power, but he's a good fighter though, and he can fit right there at 130. You know what I'm saying? So we'll see. But I like this fight as well. So it's two good undercard fights you guys can check out. All right, we'll get to the main event. He said, I don't have Twitter. I don't have IG Twitter. Yeah, man, you good, bro. You don't even need, man, don't even open no account. You good. You know what I'm saying? Stay over here messing with me on YouTube, bro. You don't need that shit. All right, Lopez versus Collin. This is another good fight. IBF title on the line. You can catch this card on ESPN Plus. You know what I'm saying? It's promoted by Top Rank. I like the fight, man. This one may have a little bit more tactics into it. Both guys do similar stuff as well. They both be switching back and forth. Lopez, bro, listen. He just, his style, his rhythm is so crazy. You know what I'm saying? Bouncing back and forth. I love his hook to the body. He catch you off guard with that shit. It's a wrap. Collin, he gonna try to keep it ranged and try to press the action. He's a good body puncher as well. You know what I'm saying? He's been fighting southpaw more lately than righty. So we'll see how that works out. If we're gonna be able to keep the range and distance. Lopez is going to Ireland, you know what I'm saying? So it's gonna be a big crowd out there because Collin is a big star out there. So we're gonna see. I don't have no worries about Lopez traveling. He traveled last time, had no problem. I thought he beat Warrington clear. That was a tough fight, but I thought he beat him clear. So he won't have no issues over here. He's a champion, so he's supposed to get that 10-15%. I like Lopez. I think Lopez can win this fight for sure. I would pick Lopez by decision, but we'll see if he can get the stoppage. Like my man was saying, Lopez, they over there, the Mexicans over there in the UK getting busy. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's crazy. But I like this fight though. And then it sets up. So if we look at what they have on the Top Rank side, both of these guys is with Top Rank, right? The winner of this will have a mandatory. I think his name is Abi, the one who just beat Kiko Martinez. Abi a mandatory. But they have Robis Ramirez on that side. He about to fight in Japan on the Fulton Anyway card, making his first title defense. So that can be a good unification down the line. You still got Joette, Ruben Villa, Dalbe can get back in the mix. You know what I'm saying? So Top Rank still got some smoke on that side for either one of them. You know what I'm saying? So I like it. I like it. You talking about something else? For sure, man. And imagine if those two guys fight. Woo-wee. That'd be crazy. No, listen, if them guys ever fight, bro, I think I might have to think seriously about going to that shit. I'll slide to Mexico real quick. I got all my papers up to date too. That'll be a hell of a fight. Damn. Well, you got me hyped up about that shit. For sure. Dalbo, yes sir. He's still in the mix. Fireworks. Now that'd be crazy, bro. Alright. We're moving on. So we got a little smaller show on the DAZN on the same day, May 27th. This is from Canada. You know what I'm saying? So if you guys want to check it out, if you got the DAZN, feel free. It's a couple of fights on the card. That's cool. If you guys want to get to know these fighters. What's his name? What's his name? Sukhdeep Singh. You know what I'm saying? Singh Bhatti. He can fight, though. He's a junior middleweight. He can fight a little bit. I've seen him a couple of times on the DAZN. He's pretty decent. So if you guys want to tap in with that, that's a little smaller show. We have another small show. You can catch this on Boxing TV, BXNGTV.com. You can catch it on there. You got Paul Crowler's back. Paul Crowler is a good fighter. I don't know if he's the most disciplined guy, but he can fight. You know what I'm saying? Sam Tia is back. He coming off an upset victory on March the 4th against Gokukaya. That was on the Maxeo Figueroa undercard, you know what I'm saying, PBC card. So he coming off a good victory. He beat O'Shaquie Foster. I think he beat Ken Sims Jr. too. So Taya can fight. He got stopped in 3 rounds by Brandon Lee. You know what I'm saying? So Taya been around for a minute. So this card, I think it's in New Jersey. No, Pennsylvania. It's in Pennsylvania. So one of those local shows. You know what I'm saying? If you guys want to catch, you know what I'm saying, be interested in that. You gotta look out for the small shows for sure. Oh yes, sir, man. I love that fight. He said, "Forget Twitter." Yes, sir. That fight Yeah. Oh, yeah, for sure, bruh. Yes, sir. I'd be in the building for that one if they put it there. Yeah, it do belong there for real. That fight definitely belongs there. All right. Now the last card of the night is gonna be on the zone. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't gonna be no other fight card really big time network that's gonna be competing with this card. The other cards I mentioned, those in the UK. Okolie versus Chris Bell-Smith, um, Lopez versus Conlon, and Lara versus Wood. That's in the UK. So we're gonna get some clashes there. But this one we not. Alexis Rocha versus Anthony Young. This is a WBO. It's kind of like a eliminator fight. Alexis Rocha is the WBO mandatory for Bud Crawford. Anthony Young is like a top 10 contender. This fight was set in January, but Young pulled out with an injury, so it's back on. This is a good fight, man. Young is aggressive. He's not really a big puncher, but he's aggressive. He's strong. And he's athletic. He can box a little bit too, so he can use his footwork and his athletic ability to give Alexis Rocha some problems. Alexis Rocha, he been coming on strong. You know what I'm saying? He had a highlight reel knockout too. We ain't talking about his knockout. That was a knockout of the year candidate too. You know what I'm saying? I know we like recently biased, fans, but he had one too where he knocked out George Ashley. But Rocha is a pressure southpaw fighter with good skills. You know what I'm saying? He made for good fights because he come forward. I think he can box, but he don't really box like that. But this is gonna be a good fight. He need this win. He need this win. He need to keep that position. So I think it's gonna be a pretty good fight, though. Pretty good fight. You got Oscar Duarte on the card. He coming off a highlight reel knockout. I think that was on the undercard of JoJo versus Hester. He had a highlight reel knockout. So he coming out looking he coming back looking strong. He's facing D'Angelo Keys on this card. So salute to him. Right back in there. Yo, this gonna be a good one right here. Let me take off the banner real quick. Show my man his face and shit. Yo, we got a world title fight on this card at 105 pounds. Melvin Jerusalem versus Oscar Collazo. This is gonna be a good one. Melvin won his title in January, and he had to go to Japan and win that title. He scored a highlight reel knockout too, one punch, and had to do all over the place. So he's coming in with a lot of confidence. He's been training in Freddie Roach gym, so he's confident and all that good shit too. He's making his first title defense, facing Oscar Collazo, who was a good fighter, very talented from Puerto Rico, brings a lot of skills to the table. He got good power. Like this gonna be a good fight, and everybody looking for Oscar Collazo to be a star. You know what I'm saying? He got the backing behind him. He's with Miguel Cotto and with Oscar De La Hoya. He had a tough fight versus Big Salvador a couple fights ago, where he got dropped. He came back, came down, and finished strong. They both traded knockdowns. That was a growing up fight right there. And I don't think he had. Oh, I think he got like 7 or 8 fights. He don't got that many fights. So he's stepping up, facing the champion. It should be a good one. You know what I'm saying? It should be a good one. I'm looking forward to this one for sure. 105. They getting it cracking. We got Scrappy Ramirez on the card as well. He's facing Fernando Diaz. Last time Scrappy fought, he headlined a prospect show. they was booing his ass. It was crazy. But he can fight though. He fights at 115. He's right there for a world title shot in the WBA. I think he's the highest ranking guy there. Scrappy got skills. He reminds me of Joshua Greer Jr. Got that same type of style. Can box, trying to be a puncher, but more so of a boxer. I like Scrappy though. I like him. You know what I'm saying? He flashy and stuff. He can bring the crowd. He, talk some shit. You know what I'm saying? He entertaining. So we'll see how he bounced back for that. Hopefully he didn't let them guys, let it get to him when he was getting booed. I thought he was boxing a guy clear. He was outboxing him clear. Did a good job, but they booed his ass. So we'll see. Then we got Eric Priest. He's making his Golden Boy debut. I've seen him a bunch of times on UFC Fight Pass. This kid can fight, man. He's solid. He's still young in his career, but he's solid. They can definitely build him up. He's a middleweight. You know what I'm saying? And they can develop him. He can fight. So that's what it is. It's a good fight week, you know what I'm saying, for sure. I'm gonna do a quick recap, then get up out of here. I want to salute everybody coming through the building for sure. I appreciate it. You can find the schedule in the description box of this live, or you can go to my website, lduzboxing.com, and check out the weekly schedule. It's all good. So we're gonna do a quick recap, then we're gonna roll up out of here. Salute to everyone. So May 24th down in Australia, we got Joseph Parker coming back. You know what I'm saying? He's Joseph Parker. You know, he's staying busy. I give him props on that. We'll see. I expect him to win this fight. Tim Tszyu's younger brother, Nikita Tszyu, is back. He's facing Ben Bommber. That should be a good fight. Those guys have been going back and forth as well. MVP Promotions got a prospects card. You know what I'm saying? Ashton Sylve on the card. He can fight. He got a lot of knockouts. This is a step up in competition too for him. So I like it. So I like these prospect cards. It's gonna be live on the DAZN, so feel free to tap in. And then Saturday, May 27th, this is what I was talking about in the UK. They got 3 big cards. Lorenzo Medina versus Campbell Smith. Should be a pretty good cruiserweight title fight. Lara versus Wood, the rematch. So they ran that shit right back. They fought in February. It was a Fight of the Year candidate. Lara ended that shit with a highlight reel, left hook. So they back at it. So this could be another good fight. You know what I'm saying? A decent card. We got Callaway back. Terry Harper making a title defense. You know what I'm saying? So that's what's up. All right. Then you got this card right here. This is going to be on ESPN Plus. You got Luis Alberto Lopez versus Michael Collin. IBF featherweight title on the line. Lara and Wood is the WBA featherweight title on the line. I failed to mention that. But 2 featherweight title fights on the same day. You know what I'm saying? So we should get a little bit of clarity in that division. Hopefully down the line, those guys, the winners can fight each other. You know what I'm saying? So that's what's up. You got little small shows on the DAZN from Canada if you guys want to tap in. You know what I'm saying? Look at the schedule on the DAZN, see when it's coming up. You got another one in Pennsylvania with Paul Crow headliner. You got Sam Tias on the card. You know what I'm saying? So you can go check out this local show. And then the last one, you got Alexis Rocha versus Anthony Young. This is a WBO. I guess it's like a final eliminator, something like that. Rocha is the mandatory, so they fighting for his position. It should be a pretty good fight, though. Pretty good fight. Rocha got to win this fight to stay on, keep his ranking and stuff like that. And Young really don't got nothing to lose. Last time I seen him on a Golden Boy show, he retired Saddam Ali. So maybe he coming in with that same mentality. We're going to see. So pretty good night of boxing, man. Pretty good weekend. Dre's Finest, what's good with you, bro? Salute to you. I appreciate you. I appreciate you too, bro. Thanks for coming by. My man Tay in the building. What's good with you, bro? Salute. Just doing the building. What's good with you, bro? Salute to you. So, yeah. So, that's what it is, man. Appreciate everybody coming by. Make sure you guys hit the like button. Subscribe if you haven't. Feel free to tap in on my social media. Twitter at OverJ, Instagram lduzboxing. Or you can tap in on the website, lduzboxing.com. Real simple, real easy to use. Feel free to tap in. We're doing a lot of good stuff over there. So, once again, salute to everybody. That's my time, and I'm out.